Bitch, what?
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast. That's what I said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
Cedric D.
They probably just eat ass with a baby spoon.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah, yeah. 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 That's what he said. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what he said.
That ain't my phone.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said.
That ain't my phone. I'm just gonna lay it down like this though.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said.
When I say my shit, I'ma repeat my shit. I'ma make sure you understand the foundation of everything where I'm coming from. Don't get it twisted. That ain't my phone. That's what he said. That's what I said. What? That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. Wow. We gon' do it like that. Yeah. Yeah. They probably just eat ass with a baby spoon.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with your host, Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. The broadcast starts now.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Friday. Y'all already know what it is.
What's good? What's good?
Y'all already know what it is. It's that one thing that a lot of people don't want to talk about.
What?
On Friday.
It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. People look forward to the weekend, but what do they do on the weekend?
Not a damn thing.
Exactly.
Rest and relax.
Exactly. Not a damn thing. What's good, everybody? It's Friday. Y'all know what time it is. It's the Eating Orgasm with your boy Cedric D. Sanders, and I'm chilling. I'm chilling right now. It's Veterans Day. Got the veteran jersey on for the Kansas City Chiefs. Y'all already know what it is. If y'all don't know what it is, y'all need to figure it out. Because it's about that time, y'all. I'm just saying. It's Veterans Day.
Yep.
This is the one time of the year where people actually can, like, you know, people you ain't heard from all year round will actually, you know, just like give you some attention on Veterans Day because you're a veteran.
Yeah, but what happened to those other 364 days?
Not a damn thing. Nothing. They just thumb up on their phone like we do when we see some ratchet shit or some bullshit on Facebook. We just thumb up. Go to the next one. Thumb up. Let me put it in camera. Thumb up. What's good, everybody? Peace and love. Y'all know what it is. That's What I Said. The podcast live and direct is always on a Friday night, and we chilling. It just happens to be a Veterans Day on a Friday. Oh, damn.
Last live on the Facebook, too.
Yes, it is. Last live on the Facebook. Y'all might as well just handle and say it's Veterans Day for Facebook, because we ain't going to be doing this shit on Facebook no more. These analytics is ass.
For real.
Like ass. I got people on my Facebook that actually like listening, not just when I was going live on Facebook, but the podcast or whatever, and they never get a notification when I go live. But we ain't gonna let that deter us from doing what we do right here on the podcast. So
Nope.
I got a question.
What's that, baby?
You a vet?
I am.
I'm a vet.
Yes.
Why is it so hard for people to just understand and recognize that when it's Veterans Day, there are certain people, certain states, certain, you know, companies or whatever that will recognize veterans and will give them a discount or whatever, saying thank you for your service, you know, appreciate your sacrifice, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, they will only like recognize you because of the fact that you're a veteran, not because you're a human, not because you're a person, not because you operate on anything else outside of what you do. They only want to recognize you as a veteran
On that specific day.
on like, yeah, they feel like, you know, today is the day that I need to really show some love to the person that always comes in my store or always shows love to me.
Right.
No matter what day it is, they always there. But today, of all days, is when they want to show all the love. Why do you think that is?
That I really don't truly have an answer for. I mean, well.
Just so y'all know, this is going to be a real asshole type podcast. So if you are anywhere in the vicinity of people in the age of 13 and under, you probably don't want them to be in ear range or ear hustle range of this podcast, because this is the podcast where a lot of people don't listen to me because I cuss too damn much.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not.
I'm kind of confused as to why people have an issue with people that actually not necessarily cuss, but just don't take the patience to have that, you know, business type conversation.
It's expressive language.
I can agree with that.
I mean, I think even before I left home and joined the military, I was already cursing, and, you know, it just became a regular thing for me. This is who I am. And if you don't like the fact that I curse, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to play. I'm not to cut you off, because
you good.
I'm gonna have to play my hype music.
Go on ahead.
Because, you know, my man soap opera.
Yeah. It's on.
Day one ish. Hey, 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 hey. So, shout out to the Usos. Anyway, I just had to play that because I needed to just let that be played like every like now and then.
We the ones.
I mean, we the ones. I love the Usos. Don't get me twisted. Don't get it twisted. Usos is them boys. I'm still trying to figure out, because even like during other days of the month, why do we have to be reminded on one day, Armistice Day, 1918, for those that don't know, of when the ending of World War I? Why do we have to be reminded to thank our veterans? Yes, it went through an order and all this other stuff, and that's why we recognize it and it's on the calendar and everything. I get that. But why come we can't recognize this every day with everybody that we have some type of relationship with?
Because I think it's a hard thing for some people to really talk about. I mean, depending upon who the individual is that's the veteran that may be in their life or what have you. I'm certain that they probably do share thanks with them on certain things.
Right.
But as far as for their service to the country, I think they save that gratitude to give it to them on the day that was meant to give them their due service.
Well, I'm going to say this as a black man. To those who served and, did a lot for the country, loved the country, did whatever they need to do, regardless of what the situation is. The country didn't love you back. Because even today, I retired in 2012 and it's 2022. And for the 10 years I've been retired, I can honestly say that I've been treated like complete shit. Not even just as a black man. Let me get that out there. Not even just as a black man. Just as a veteran that served in the United States Navy. Since I retired, I've been treated like shit. I was treated like shit in the Navy, but that's not even the point. The point is that you shouldn't be treated like shit when you do an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I take this obligation freely with no reservation or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and all officers appointed over me. So help me God. It's different when you re-enlist.
Yeah.
It's a difference when you do the oath when you first get in the military. Right. It's different when you re-enlist. Because when you re-enlist, that hits differently. Because now it's like you have a newfound appreciation for not even just what you do, but how you're going to progress in life.
I was just going to say you found something to drive and strive for.
Right. How you're going to progress in life. Because even if you decide to do 4 years and get out, you can progress in life knowing that you served in the military, but you still are going to do whatever it is that you need to do.
Correct. Like me.
And you're still going to feel some type of appreciation for the military. Absolutely. But what I don't absolutely get, and what still kind of bugs the shit out of me, is why do we feel, and I say we, as a collective, I might not be speaking for you, and I don't give a shit. Why do we feel that we need to recognize one day where we recognize the veterans of the United States? This is something that should be universal to the point that everybody should be recognized, not just for their service for this country, just for being in this bullshit ass country, just because of the shit that we deal with on a daily basis. I mean, because this day is forever going to be reminded because of the fact, not because it's Veterans Day, but because of a senseless, because people had to go to a funeral today. People had to deal with a sense of loss.
Yeah.
And not even just back in 1918, here in 2022.
Right. It's a very somber, solemn day for most veterans. It really is. A lot of them, they do like to gather with other veterans and either have a meal together, sit and chop it up, or, just reach out and have that conversation with them. I'm
gonna cut you off, not disrespectfully, but because I was supposed to actually go out to lunch today, and that kind of got derailed because everybody had, their reasons, and understandably so. Don't get me wrong. A lot of it was because of Black Panther 2 came out, Wakanda Forever. A lot of it was Takeoff's funeral today.
Yeah.
And some of it was a lot. People work a job and have to travel, regardless of what today is. It's like, hey, we got business to take care of. We got to travel. So Veterans Day, to me, is not being recognized the way it should be a national holiday to where nobody works. Like nobody. I don't give a damn if you work for the government or not. Nobody works. And it should be recognized in a sense to where it's like brought up history. I ain't talking about World War I and World War II.
No, you're talking about
the Tuskegee Airmen. I'm talking about the black forces that was in the Civil War, the black men that were in the Civil War that were brought into the front lines to defend the lines of this United States that we still get treated like shit in. A lot of people don't want to talk about that conversation. A lot of people don't want to have that conversation talking about the first, black infantry, black men that actually fought to protect the lines during World War I that was going on during this time of slavery. Don't nobody want to talk about that shit. They just wanted to talk about, oh, you're a veteran? Oh.
Thanks.
We offer 10%. Thanks for your service. Oh, but little motherfucker walk in there with a goddamn Vietnam veteran hat on and an old beat up F-150 and live in a fucking trailer park and shit with weed growing outside the house. Oh, it's like, sir, what do you want? You can walk out of here with $10,000 worth of shit. We don't give a fuck. What do you want? Little black man walk up in that business fucking, I don't know. Gulf War veteran. It's like, how much weed do you have in your car, sir? Do we need to call the cops?
But I think too, in looking back at our veterans over the years, the Vietnam vets were treated the absolute worst.
We get treated like shit. Not even just as Vietnam veterans. They got treated like shit. We get treated more like shit.
Just for being
black in the military.
Right. Or any other day of the week.
I mean, any other day of the week. And it's not even necessarily black. I mean, I think blacks get treated worse when it comes to the military than it is whites. But it's funny because the blacks, I see them more frequently at the fucking VA than I do the whites. And that's not even the point. The point is this. We have an absolute dedication to the fact that we served the fucking country that didn't give a shit about us. ain't never gave a shit about us, had to put an amendment in the Constitution just so that the country can give a shit about us. But at the same time, when we accomplish things in this country that we did an oath for so that we can operate the way we supposed to, sir, we still get treated like shit. So I'm going to say this, and we're going to keep this conversation rolling. I'm going to say this, and we're going to keep this conversation rolling. Sometimes we as a people need to stop being so discretionary to the things that we don't like instead of to the things that we do like. And what I mean is that we all need to come together as people and not just like racial bias and racial, undertones. And I don't like them because of this, and I don't like them because of that. And it don't matter if you don't listen to the type of music that we like. It doesn't matter if you don't like the person that lives next door to you just because they have a lot of cars in their driveway and they play their music loud and they appreciate this and appreciate that. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that, you know what? When you accept somebody, you accept all of them. All of them. Doesn't matter what music they listen to or whatever, you appreciate that person. So you see them in the store, you say hi to them. You don't clutch your purse and just run to the end of the store to hurry up and get the fuck out and pay for your shit so you can get in your car so it ain't stolen by that same person you said hi to. No, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the same energy that you give is the same energy you should put out. What I'm saying is that give a fuck. Just give a fuck. Stop hating people because you don't know them. Half the motherfuckers that don't know me don't like me because I'm confident in everything that I say about me. And it's funny. A lot of people don't like me because my wife is white. I really don't give a fuck.
Oh.
You can eat ass with a baby spoon.
You can kiss my whole ass.
You eat
I
ass
don't
with a baby
care.
spoon. And I'm not somebody that's going to sit around here and have a conversation or do a podcast and say, woe is me and all this other shit. And people will be like, oh, that's all you ever talk about. People got to accept you. No, that ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I don't give a fuck what you think about me or my relationship or my marriage. What I'm going to say is this. If you ever disrespect that, I'm beating your ass.
Oh, that's a whole nother.
I'm putting the hands on you. Because at the end of the day, it's not about this image that people want to put out of the love that you need to have for somebody. It's got to be the love that I see. No, if you don't see the love that I see in the person that I'm with because you think that the love that you only see is because of this, then just be prepared because I got a lot of shit to say. And it ain't gonna be something you like to hear. Because at the end of the day, when that conversation ends, you're gonna hear these exact words, and I'm gonna say them right here into this microphone. I don't give a fuck about what you think.
Yeah.
The world don't revolve around by what you believe in or what you think.
That's your opinion.
That is your opinion.
Period.
Just shut the fuck up.
You
might have 900 people that believe what you think. Not to cut you off, I'm sorry, baby. No, you might have 900 people that believe what you think. They ain't listening to this shit. They ain't listening to what I gotta say. But if we face to face and we sitting together, playing golf or I don't know, bowling or cards, dominoes, whatever.
Just chat.
Don't bring your belief up to think that you're going to get an emotional reaction out of me, because you're not. What you're going to get is what you're going to get. All 100% real, authentic me. It ain't emotional, because I don't give a fuck what anybody think about who I love, who I'm with, relationship you in. And that should go across the board with anybody. It shouldn't matter the color of the person's skin or where this person's from. It's the fact that you're happy. It's the fact that you resonate with this person and you allow this person to fulfill you with everything that they can and you accept that person because they're fulfilling you with everything that they can to love you or make you happy or whatever it is that you see fit. What I'm not going to do is sit here and listen to people's opinion like it's TMZ. You are sitting in my lawn because I'm a famous person and I did all these records and all of a sudden now you in my fucking front yard thinking that I'm supposed to listen to you because the people have something to hear. They have something that's not necessarily something to say, but they want to hear why. Why don't you wash your ass? How about that? Why don't you wash your ass? Why don't you comb your hair? Why don't you just like wash that motherfucker so it don't sound like zippers every time you cut your hair? Comb your hair. Why do you sit here and constantly think you can talk shit about somebody when you don't take care of yourself? At all.
I'll wait. Oh yeah, crickets on the line. Crickets. Do I hear them chirping?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it alone. There's a percentage of people out here that always have an opinion about interracial relationships.
Always
have an opinion, but ain't never in one. Ain't never in a relationship. But I always got an opinion about it. And even the people that's in relationships got an opinion about somebody else's relationship. Concentrate on your relationship. Ain't nobody saying shit about yours. Ain't nobody saying nothing about your relationship. Why you worrying about somebody else's happiness and joy?
Yeah.
But yet they are prolific to the point where you pay attention to them and you reference them. Mm-hmm. I got people on my Facebook that I'm getting ready to delete because I really don't give a shit about listening to them talking about what they believe in when it comes to certain things, when it comes to relationships, when they ain't never in one.
Yeah, it's
you constantly chasing the relationship. You ain't never in one. You just chasing it.
It's really funny because those same people are constantly talking about what Sed and Connie are doing. And what Sed and Connie have done, or what they're doing, or how they're doing this and that. Look, it don't fucking matter what Sed and Connie's doing. Sed and Connie's doing just fine, motherfucker.
I mean, it's not even that we're doing fine. We're doing acceptable to the point where people don't necessarily have to worry about where the money coming from, or how the bill's getting paid, or how I feel like I need to empathize with certain people because of what I do during the week. You know what I do Monday through Thursday? Seriously, let's put it out there. You know what I do Monday through Thursday? Nothing.
And why?
I'm retired. Nothing.
Exactly.
I'm retired.
You don't have to.
I'm retired. And everybody's like, oh, you're retired, but your wife works. That don't make no sense. I'm also a disabled vet.
Mm-hmm.
PTSD. I have PTSD and anxiety. That is the reason why I don't work every day. But I do work. I don't let myself just go to sleep and think, oh, I got to let my wife take care of me because I can't get off my ass and do nothing. No, I don't lay on a mattress because I can't afford the sheets. And my mattress look like peanut butter been spread all over them shits. I'm not that guy. I was never that guy. I was homeless because I had an addiction. It wasn't because I was sleeping on a fucking dirty ass mattress. It was something I had to realize, okay, I got an issue I need to figure out. And it wasn't because I went to a hospital and people were like, hey, ain't nothing wrong with you. Yeah, I got that too. That wasn't it though. What I figured out is what I realized, and what I realized with a lot of people. Y'all don't give a shit about veterans. Let me sip my water. Even the ones that want to go out there and work at the VA hospital. Yeah. But it's Veterans Day.
Yeah, it's funny how a lot of these corporations and you know, different businesses and whatnot are like, oh, we appreciate your service. You know, let me give you 10% discount or whatever. And some of those corporations or businesses are the ones that really could give a fuck less.
That's true.
They really could. And they make the process for anything for a veteran difficult as shit.
They do, because they feel like they can seize the power of control, and it's bullshit. So I'm about to uplift y'all. I'm about to uplift y'all.
Uh-oh.
So I had to put my wife on some game. So I listen to Sway in the morning on Sirius XM. A few weeks ago, somebody that I actually pay attention to, this young man, 30 years old, doing his thing. Tyler James Williams. I don't know if y'all remember that name or know that name. Tyler James Williams actually was in the he did a mini I wouldn't say a mini series. It was more of like a show that a lot of people paid attention to. Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah,
he was like a little kid.
Night prime time, like a prime time.
Yeah, he was a little kid that played Everybody Hates Chris. Okay, now he's 30 years old now.
That's crazy to me.
The little kid that was on Everybody Hates Chris is 30 years old. Has a show called Abbott Elementary. It's in season 2. It's doing great. But did you hear the interview he did with Sway in the morning and the freestyle that he flew?
I only know because
I made you listen to it.
You had to peep me on game.
So I'm going to peep y'all on game.
Yeah, because that show was fire.
I'm going to put y'all on the intermission on Facebook, but I'm going to peep y'all on game. I'm going to play this and peep y'all on game. I want y'all to listen to this. This is Tyler James Williams. Freestyle. On FNF Gorilla. I want y'all to listen to this. All right? I'll be back.
To the Valley of the Hyena.
I did the humble thing. I'm going to talk shit for a little bit.
Talk your shit.
Look, I niggas sipping on cold brew. Fuck out the way when I walk through. Talking that shit, you will never be rich. I done fuck with your chick, I won't hold you. I am that nigga she fucks with, and most of that nigga she talk to. You only nigga though, how do you figure you must have mistook us to owed you? I wonder if you act on purpose. As your cap and neck all nervous. My forehead touching her forehead, one more head touching the surface. She biting and scratching the surface. She long, she can take it, she perfect. She twitching, she glitching, she gone another guy. Her hands in the sky, this service. Fuck all this going back and forth. I ain't playing tennis. She said you asked where she was going. Why you in my business? This ain't clue. Who is you and why is you suspicious? Just be a man, Peter Pan. Understand that she F-R-E-E all the way free. She can be a whole freak. When she put her lip to me, wait till she S-I-N-G-L-E again. But don't get your hopes up. We broke up, but still friends. We be done, she just playing with it. Fuck around, I'm just laying in it. What the fuck we got to do today is all I'm saying, girl, let me stay in it. Fuck around, write my name in it. Make it rain, hurricane in it. Not the same, I'ma change in it. Lose my mind, go insane in it. I'm the truth, please believe me. I don't think that you should leave me. Cause be a billboard or TV, either way you gon' see me. Being with me can be hard, but trust me, being my ex ain't easy. So don't be tripping, don't be needy. Cause I be chillin', I be breezy. I'm not the one you roll the dice with. I'm the one you spend your life with. I done seen it, I got vision, girl. I'm a little something like a psychic. My tailor said that you a nice fit. I said, beg the difference, she a tight grip. That shit real and our shit clear. And you can tell it when the light hit.
All I'm saying is Tyler James Williams got bars.
Oh, he came with the shit.
Oh, but he only dropping them on Sway in the morning. Just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. That boy got bars. Bars.
Bitch, what?
Bars. Anywho.
Yeah, he came deep with that shit.
Peace and love, y'all. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because it's Veterans Day and we trying to chill tonight. And actually, me and the wifey don't even know. I'm really just trying to chill. I'm trying to go on the side porch, sip on something, listen to some jazz, go to bed. It's Veterans Day. It's Friday. Normally on Friday we chill, watch some TV, watch some First 48, whatever the fuck it is on TV, some wrestling, whatever, and go to bed. Tonight, none of that shit's gonna happen. I record that shit and watch that shit on Saturday morning. It don't matter. I watch that shit like Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. I just wanted to say this because it's Veterans Day and put it out there and end the podcast with this. I think a lot of times we take for granted the country we live in. A lot of people accept the fact that they live in a country that is diverse, yet hurting. We are hurting because there's so many diverse people in here that have opinions about the people that live in it, instead of accepting the people that live in it and trying to make things better. We as a people don't even live by the Constitution of we are the people. We may be the people, but are we the people that take care of one another? Are we the people that give a shit about each other? Are we even the people that support each other? We need to be more of a people that actually support each other to the point that we like accept people and allow people to be who they need to be. No matter what it is. No matter who they're in a relationship with, no matter what their business is, no matter what their situation is in life. We should accept people for who they are and where they are. Doesn't matter if these people don't agree with how you see things in life. See how you need to see things in life. Accept people for who they are and not for what you want them to be.
That's facts.
You got anything for the people before we get up out of here on this Veterans Day podcast?
I just want to say, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans around the world. To those that I served with, big ups. A lot of them have become family to me. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep pushing. For everybody that joined us this evening, thank you very much. Appreciate it. And I'm ready to shut down and relax. Thanks everybody again. Peace and love.
Hey, peace and love to everybody. I appreciate what you said, baby. I appreciate everybody that take the time to listen to me on Facebook. If you took time to listen to me on Spreaker.com, take the time to download the app, even if you don't want to. And I'm going to say this, not even just to black people. I'm going to say this to people everywhere. If you have people on your Facebook and they're doing something, why don't you support them? Don't even be a closet hater. Be a closet supporter and a motivator. Allow these people to try to be better. We can't even appreciate the people that's on our Facebook and allow them to be better than who they need to be, or just grace them with the presence of saying, I accept you and I know you're doing something that is going to evolve into something better. We can't even accept that because we're always judging. Stop judging people. Accept people who they are. Shouts out to all the veterans out there. Peace and love to y'all. I love every veteran out there. I appreciate your sacrifice, and allow people to be who they need to be. Because a lot of these veterans are who they needed to be for this country, and they still get treated like shit. Peace and love. We out this piece.
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.